matrilineal, where inheritance is close to the women. I think Bhutan is matrilineal. They're very lucky because it's it's through the women, the daughters that gets the inheritance. But pity the men from Bhutan, they're very handsome also. I mean, what do you what do you change so that it becomes gender fair? So I will not discuss too much on this thing, but that depends on your own country. We might have that in the declaration. Let's see it, right? Next, please. Accurate data. This aggregation of data, can I give you our lesson in Asia Pacific, which you might first. It's very hard to make even now, our local government appreciate statistics. Number one, we have to teach people, even elite people, how to use statistics. And it's very hard to sell sex disaggregated data until they realize they need it for policy level. So on the Asia Pacific level, what we did was through SCAP, we really got SCAP, which is the UN based in Bangkok, to come out with a program how to make our countries more aware of gender disaggregated data. Maybe that in your different countries you might want to have this thing. That's how many of you have gender disaggregated data? Right. Okay. So we probably one of our lessons there will be, or if we want to really know the impact on men and women of any kind of whether of any kind of issue, we really need this. Although our professor from Tanzania probably I don't exactly know how you studied the impact of men and women, but that's just it. We probably have to learn from him. Okay, so is that it? Just the 4 issues, right? So did I give you time to finish your break? With this in mind, right, unless you want other issues, can I give you 15 minutes while you're eating to read through? Some of you do not have yet the copy. I'm sorry that we ran out of copies. Can you just share it with your neighbors? Meantime, can we go to the Manila Declaration, which I confess is too long? Please don't hesitate to cut it more. And also take a look at the Parliamentarians thing. Some of those you would like to. I'll give you 15 minutes. That's 10:10 to take a look at it. Matrilineal, where inheritance is close to the women. I think Bhutan is matrilineal. They're very lucky because it's through the women, the daughters that gets the inheritance. But pity the men from Bhutan, they're very handsome also. I mean, what do you change so that it becomes gender fair? So I will not discuss too much on this thing, but that depends on your own country. We might have that in the declaration. Let's see it, right? Next, please. Accurate data. This aggregation of data, can I give you our lesson in Asia Pacific, which you might first. It's very hard to make even now, our local government appreciate statistics. Number one, we have to teach people, even elite people, how to use statistics. And it's very hard to sell sex disaggregated data until they realize they need it for policy level. So on the Asia Pacific level, what we did was through SCAP, we really got SCAP, which is the UN based in Bangkok, to come out with a program how to make our countries more aware of gender disaggregated data. Maybe that in your different countries you might want to have this thing. That's how many of you have gender disaggregated data? Right. Okay. So we probably one of our lessons there will be, or if we want to really know the impact on men and women of any kind of whether of any kind of issue, we really need this. Although our professor from Tanzania probably I don't exactly know how you studied the impact of men and women, but that's just it. We probably have to learn from him. Okay, so is that it? Just the 4 issues, right? So Did I give you time to finish your break? With this in mind, right, unless you want other issues, can I give you 15 minutes while you're eating to read through? Some of you do not have yet a copy. I'm sorry that we ran out of copies. Can you just share it with your neighbors meantime? Can we go to the Manila Declaration, which I confess is too long. Please don't hesitate to cut it more. And also take a look at the Parliamentarians thing, what some of those you would like to. I'll give you 15 minutes, that's 10:10, to take a look at it.